Can you feel vibrations? Can you feel energy? Can you feel frequencies? Vibrations, energy, frequencies. Feel the Healy.
Welcome everybody today to our What's Up Wednesday. Today, the 24th of January of 2024. What an incredible day to be together. And I want to thank all of you for being here. And I'm going to apologize in advance if I seem a little bit off the weather, but that's what Healy is here for. And I'm running my MagHealy, my Healy, and all the vibrations. So thank you so much for being here today. We have, again, I think all of you know me, Adriana Alvarez, Head of Sales for the Americas. Before we go into the agenda, you can choose translations that are being live right now. So you can choose between Spanish, Mandarin, and French. I see on the chat here, let me know where you're joining us from. It is so good to see all of you. I see your names, and we start the year with all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So again, let's be live on here. Let me know how are you, where you're joining us from, because we have quite the agenda. Know that this call is being recorded as well. And today we have a bit of a different schedule. So we're going to start with company and marketing updates. We're going to speak about our homecoming 2024. Can you imagine already, guys, that we've been together for this long, and we're going to get to celebrate again together in a new destination in Mexico. So our new managing director, Peter Christoff, will be speaking of why you should attend. Again, this is tied also to our global VIP retreat, and we're going to speak about how you can earn this incentive, because it's amazing. It's our first ever at Healy, and we are so excited. And we have a very special guest. We promise you once a month, we will have our CPO, our Chief Product Officer, Martin Whittman, that today is going to speak about the Aura module. So it's really exciting. And after that, I'm going to pass it on to Carla Davalos, that is going, again, our manager for Mexico, that will speak about our January promotions. And we have something really exciting that you don't want to miss, because we have the ProPack promotion, and it's only available for 2 days. So until, here's the little typo, till January 26th, and we will finish with some of our Healy Americas calendar updates. So with that, let me make sure we have, do we have Peter on here before I move on? But exciting times, our homecoming. Please save the dates, because more details are coming very soon, where we will have the registration available for all of you, all the details on the agendas, And this will come by next week, but it's again an opportunity for us to come together and celebrate together. We will have special speakers, we will have attendees that you can join and build a community with, and we will also have a VIP recognition for you. So with that, again, we've had it for 3 years. It's always different, and every single time even better. So we have a special guest, a new GM for the North America, that is going to speak a little bit about it for all of you.
Can you hear me? I hope.
Yes, we can,
Okay,
Peter.
perfect. Thank you, Adriana. Glad to be here and glad to be able to talk to you. So I wanted to talk to you about this event because I'm part of the planning team that's helping to put this together with, I mean, we've got everyone. We've got marketing, we've got communications, we've got sales, you know, between us and Mexico, and, you know, there's a lot going into this. And the reason that we're putting so much time and attention and love into this is because of what you can get out of this. I think back to my own first experience at the first trip that I went on. Now, this trip, guys, it flips a light switch in brand new people's heads, in brand new people's minds. If you've got an active member that really wants to build a Healy business, or someone that's fairly new, that this would really represent their first trip, it really what it does is it makes it real for them to be able to turn around and have, you know, Christian Dorner shaking their hand and say, the CEO of the company, or, you know, Luciano, to turn around and put these people right in front of them, as well as the absolute top leaders, you know, from the field. So this trip is of vital importance to your business. This trip recharges your battery. And yes, it's at a beautiful, exotic, tropical location, which is, you know, absolutely going to blow you away. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be surrounded by the best and the brightest and the most successful Healy people, you know, from all over. And there's going to be recognition. So you're going to be hearing and seeing the people that are really moving and shaking in the business and doing wonderful. So you're going to be hearing from them as well. This is the time to gain the knowledge and we're doing this, you know, sort of in the first half of the year. So this is the knowledge that's going to create the growth from this point on for your push for the second half of the year. So what I would always do is I would always come to the type of homecoming conference like a little sponge, prepared to just soak up all of the new product information and business information and technical information and, you know, business building tips that I possibly could, because this could be a game changer. This could take something that's about a product that you love and a product that you support and a product that you use, and it changes your life, and make it into something that can help you change lives for generations to come. You're going to hear from, you know, the best and the brightest. You're going to hear about ways to make your product usage, you know, have better results. You're going to learn more about the technology that goes into the products and what it does to make you more fluid and able to talk about those with people that you're in front of. You're going to learn about ways to build your business that you might not have even thought of yet. And you're going to hear it from people that are doing it successfully. So this is going to be, you know, your chance to rub elbows with Healy's best and brightest, to, you know, to meet to meet our founding team and our corporate team, and, you know, put those people right in front of you so that you can hear and feel the heart that we all have for everything that it is that you do on a daily and weekly and monthly basis. So this is hugely important, and you really want to make sure that you do everything that you can to attend this event. Homecoming is going to be a wealth of information for you and for your business in one of the most gorgeous locations on the planet. So we look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. Please do everything that you can to be there. I promise you, your business will thank you for it later. That's all that I had to say, Adriana. Thanks.
Thank you, Peter. And I think you can see it on the comments here. It sounds perfect, fantastic. And that's exactly what, I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. So again, not only amazing speakers, wealth of knowledge, great destination, which we all looking for, but it's about really creating that community and rubbing shoulders, like you said, with those peers that might have a different business style, or even those that are really successful and that you're really looking forward to admire and mentor. So again, everybody, this is a great moment. Nothing better. We always meet on here on Zoom, on our weekly meetings, everything, but nothing better than to be face to face and embrace each other and build that. So thank you, Peter, for all that you're doing to create this event, because it's going to be incredible. Again, we're going to have recognition. Imagine all of you being on stage and being with all of our executives, our founders, and we are building quite the agenda for all of you with great speakers. So again, whether it's within our community and even outside of our community, you want to make sure that you're there. I see Healy-tastic. Okay,
Healy-tastic.
Okay,
that's my new favorite word.
Maybe we should make this a new hashtag for all of us. Healy-tastic. Okay. But again, everybody, we're looking forward to sharing all of the details with all of you, and we're working hard at that, but just mark and save the date, everybody, because it's going to be incredible. But not only can you attend Homecoming, you can also attend our global VIP retreat, because it is for each and every single one of you to be able to achieve it. So imagine 7 days in Mexico, treated like a queen or king. Truly, what Peter just said, I think it resonated a lot with me too, where not only everybody, even myself, when I earned a trip, I made sure I earned it again, because the experience is always exclusive. But not only that, I've seen and I am witness of how it kickstarts your business and takes it to another level. So not only when, again, we can meet at Homecoming together, but imagine being at a global VIP retreat, what that can do to your business, to your community, and also to your own motivation. So I'm going to share a little bit on here. Give me a second. Hi, everybody. Let me see my screen. So here are some of the details of our also first ever global incentive luxury trip. So again, I know you want to be there. I know you want to be at Homecoming as well, but this is a great way to motivate yourself and motivate your teams. So from May 19th to the 22nd, we will also meet each other in Riviera Maya in Mexico. So let me show you a quick video and we'll go into the details on how not only you can plan for this trip, but how you can help your team members to also achieve this trip. Okay, so we plan to send you an invitation also for you to learn more about this game plan. So here I'm sharing how you yourself can earn part of this Healy Luxury VIP retreat and train your teams on how to do it. So like I just mentioned, this is not just getaway because it will be pure luxury retreat in every way you can imagine, but it will also have trainings and sessions in the midst. So you can qualify from the 1st of January until the 31st. And the trip will be from the 19th to the 22nd. Or different ways that you can qualify. First, you need to accumulate 75 points during the 3-month qualification period. This, again, like I mentioned, from January 1st till March 31st. Now, how can you accumulate this 75 points? It goes from ranking up points, development points, leadership points, and activity points. So, for example, you see here, rank up points, you can add 10 points if you first time rank advance or somebody in your team, of course, and above from director. Development points, 5 points for each first time that you have somebody in your level 1, level 2, or level 3 rank up team manager and above. Now, they don't need to be new. This is a question I get asked a lot. Do they need to be brand new? No, they could be existing as long as they first time rank advance from team manager and above, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, you can also achieve leadership points. And that's 5 points each month that you maintain your career title and above. So let's say, for example, you are a director, you should be paid as director for that month, and that you accumulate 5 points. And you have activity points. You can accumulate 1, 3, or 5, 5 being the maximum on your QV. So this, I'm going to give you an example so you have it more visual. Let me move on here. But in January, we have a very special opportunity for each and every one of you to be able to earn the flight voucher. What does this mean? If you achieve at least 8 points until the end, before the end of this month, and you also achieve the 75 points by the end of March, you will be able to earn 1,500 euros in cash for your trip voucher. So again, all of this information is shared with all of you, but We gotta get those gears going. And guess what? We're gonna talk about promotions and everything you can do to take advantage before the end of the month. Again, development points. Get 5 points for each first time rank advancement, team manager, and above, level 1, level 2, and level 3. So you get to take all of those points, plus, guess what? Your level 2 will get those points, level 3 as well. And you have a widget available in your back office that's been live since last week for you to be able to track all of this. You can also do rank advancement points. So for yourself, rank advance to director or above during this period, and you can also take 10 points or accumulate 10 points. And then leadership points. Maintain your career title, like I just mentioned before. You can do your highest career title, maintain it, paid as during this period, and you also get to take those 5 points. Now, activity points. This is really, really important because this is, and I'm going to show you a visual where you can take up to 5 points. You max your 2,250 QV or higher in your newly personally enrolled members and or customers. Again, we'll have another meeting where I'll go over all the FAQs and all the specifics for you. But again, this is available for you in your back office because you have this dashboard and widget. Now, on this 4 days, why do you want to achieve and accumulate 75 points? Because we have 4 fantastic days from the arrival to meet the founders, to have an incredible experience outdoors, to a spiritual retreat and wellness days where you will be able to do a la carte, whether it is a Tulum history tour from a boat yacht to deep dive into nature, golf activities. Again, this is an all-inclusive, very luxurious, beautiful location. We also planning a cultural exploration adventure day where you can either, again, do a spa relaxation, we will have some meditation sessions as well as maybe walks through the beach, recognition, dinner, evenings, and then an exciting farewell. But again, this is all inclusive, incredible, amazing time to be together. So what are some of the examples for you to gain these 75 points? So here we can show you. So from rank, advancement, development, leadership, and activity. So some of them are cumulative, some of them are month by month. So for example, here, you can accumulate 75 points if you rank up to director and above for the first time. For example, whether it's January, February, or March, you get to accumulate a total of 10 points. If you develop 3 new first-time team managers, we're going to show you how you can maximize these 15 points per month. How you maintain. If you are already a director and above, if you maintain, you earn 5 points. And again, personally new enrollments of member or customers, and then each one of them meets the qualifications, then you can earn up to 15 points. So Here it's just, again, and this is available in your back office, where in your compensation plan, you know what you need to do in order to achieve executive team manager, what you need to do in order to achieve director. Now, here is something that I suggest you take a screenshot, and again, we'll send you an invite for a more in-depth training on this. But here it shows if you develop 3 new first-time team managers, there's level 1, level 2, and level 3, how you can accumulate those. So this is crucial. This is the best way for you to earn this trip. And here is an example of why leadership points need to be in order to rank up to director, be paid as director. So if you do that, then you qualify for 5 points. Now, activity points. This is really important as well because it's personally enrolled. This is not already existing members. This is anybody that you personally enroll in your first level during January, February, and or March. Now, they need to at least make 750 QV each to add up to a 2.25 QV. Now, again, let's, I believe, oh, no. So here, for example, in your first level, every single person that you personally enroll could, let's say for this month, whether it's a professional, ProPack that we're going to tell you about our fantastic promotion that we have this month, or as well as even a Resonance Plus with the QV with the 35% bundle. So if you personally enroll somebody, 3 people for each one of this month with those QV, which you can actually even exceed with the great promotions that we have this month already, then you accumulate those 5, 5, 5, up to 15 per month. So again, make sure that you go into this website. It is on our academy. It shows more information. I will show you this video at the end of this meeting, but you can scan this QR code that will give you all the information to make sure that you yourself and your team have the game plan to achieve the luxury VIP retreat. So again, this is just the beginning of announcing all of this. I haven't been able to look at the chat, but I see a ton of comments. Amazing. No, all the terms and conditions are available in your back office and in the academy. And here's a little recap of what I just said. Adrian, this is an exciting opportunity for all of you to accumulate those 75 points, again, through rank advancement, development, which is the most important part, where you develop your team, through activity, because that's your personal effort as well, and then also your leadership points. So great opportunity for all of you to accumulate and earn those 75 points, but most of all, make that urgency of getting those 8 points in the month of January so you can earn those 1,500 euros in cash and your treat voucher. So with that, we are in the 30-minute mark, and I want to pass it on to Martin Whittman, our Chief Product Officer, that is going to speak about the Aura module. So imagine how much we have the opportunity to utilize our device and our technology to even earn those points, to motivate, to get some blockages and etc., and keep us focused on how to earn this trip, and of course, how to even live a better life. So, Martin, you are at this point, I want to say you're a regular here, and we love you, and I can't wait for this training because I've seen your presentation. It's absolutely fantastic. So with that, I'm going to pass it on to you.
Thanks a lot, Adriana. Yeah, I really enjoy every time I'm here. So let me begin immediately because I think it's a longer training and it's an in-depth training. So let's look at the Aura module in detail. So, I mean, I think all of you know the Aura module already, but how to use it in a proper way, that's, let's say, not trivial, but also not difficult. So one important point is, of course, to understand the logic, or, I mean, the Aura or chakra teachings. So let's go into deep in this one. So the chakras, they basically serve as mediators between the physical body and the eternal body, the aura, basically. I mean, we all know that we have currents going through our body all the time. That's why our muscles work. That's why our heart, our biggest muscle, works. And of course, where you have current, you also have a magnetic field. So we are all emitting a magnetic field. That's quite small, but we all do it. And all those things that basically happen in our body and how we interact with our environment and with other people, that all, of course, is this interaction between physical body and eternal body. And what is called the aura, which is basically, our own spectrum, what we actually emit, and all the energies that are basically in our body. And of course, humankind basically knows about those things since thousands of years. So you find it in Chinese teachings, you find it in Indian teachings. So like the Hopi, Inca, Maya cultures, they refer to the chakras already. Many Asian teachings you have that are based on this. Also Buddhism and Hinduism, you find it, of course. So this teaches us there's something about it that seems to make sense. And since the chakras, like the meridians, are a complete system, they really work to actually address a lot of topics in our lives that, you don't need to search for a different solution. You can find one in this closed system because it already addresses all kinds of, let's say, issues or things we are facing in our life. And of course, you have also similar various teaching techniques from energy and body work, which you find in yoga, Tai Chi, Ayurveda, TMS, traditional Chinese medicine, and spiritual healing. And they all at one point refer to those energy centers. As you can see on the right side in the picture, there are 7 of them. Now let's look a little deeper in those 7 chakras. So you have the energy nodes, and that's also, I think, very important to understand that those energy nodes are really centers that are connected to different parts of the body. So also to different organs, also to different emotions, also to different psychological things. So all those things are basically represented in those 7 chakras. Now let's look at the first one. I will not go through all of them, but just as an example, we have also this training, by the way, in the academy. So you find it under the Healy Advise Analyze app. So the crown chakra, which is usually represented in the color white or transparent or slightly violet, and it's for cosmic own oneness, and it's basically your connection with the divine, whatever you consider as divine, so with something higher, and of course also with the collective consciousness. So whatever direction you want to go, it actually is our guide through life. Let's put it like that. If you are connected to the collective unconsciousness, connected to a higher power, then you actually are connected to your inner self. And when you're connected to your inner self, you hear your inner voice and you get the direction that basically leads you through life. I always have a nice example, and that's if you look at people that are 100 years and older, you think, okay, what's their secret? What are they doing right? Are they living very healthy? Are they, I don't know, doing a certain routine? And at the end of the day, you will always find that, yeah, maybe they are not living so healthy. Maybe they're even smoking still until they are, I don't know, 80 years or older, or still smoking and eating things that are not considered the most healthiest. But one thing you most likely find always, they always somehow followed their inner voice, so their inner path. So they are always somehow connected to the divine. And if you're connected to yourself, you also have this inner happiness all your life, because if you do what you like or what your heart tells you, you will be happy all your life. And that's a given, and that actually, for me at least, makes the difference. And that's one thing that this crown chakra actually represents. So the forehead chakra, also quite illustrative. It stands for intuition, spiritual perception, and it's the key to our visions. And as you have for this incentive trip, for example, it's also if this is your vision to achieve this, to connect to those people, to treat yourself as something amazing, then you actually are sending this information also out there. You are finding those ways, and your intuition will guide you to whatever you want. So all those things are actually possible if you follow this intuition, if you use your intuition. I mean, it's of course closely connected to the 7th chakra that we already had, because if you find your inner way, or you listen to yourself, you also learn to listen to your intuition. So because it's more or less a part of it. I want to skip a few because we have not so much time. The heart chakra, of course, it's a very powerful chakra because it's your drive, it's your willpower, it's your courage. It's as you know, people that have a big heart, they also have a huge energy within them, because if you actually believe what you do, if you put your full heart into it, that's a power you usually cannot really stop. And that's also the power that connects us with our family. And as you know, if you have a loving mother that has a child that's in danger, there's a lot of power going on. Those you find things like someone is lifting a whole car, and not because it's a power lifter or something, no, because this is this heart connection to your child that actually drives this power. And that's I think something you also should keep in mind, that this heart energy is something that really drives you through your life without or brings you in a position to get all the obstacles out of your way. I want to skip to the root chakra because I think that's also very, very important, because it's the more or less counteract to the crown chakra. Because if you're connected to yourself, you find your way through life. But if you are not connected to your roots, connected to your family, connected to the people around you that basically nourish your energy, then you also are somehow loose in this world. And this combination of you know where to go and you still know who are your friends, how to treat people with love and respect, and that's actually something that enables you to actually go through your life with people around you that will always support you, because you always know who's your friend when times are not good, because those people are still there, and that's what you can really enjoy when you have a good connection to your root chakra. So now, what are we as a Healy user doing with that? So here's a short roundup what you actually can achieve with the Aura module. So you have a simple, quick and visual way to analyze and harmonize the bioenergetic state in the information feed. So for you and of course for others, so you can create clients, do an analysis. And of course, as we already had somehow, it's your key to your inner and outer balance. And that's something I want to also stress, because if you find those things that, as Adriana said, really block you from using your full energy, or in a different way, you invest your energy in something that actually doesn't help you. So you're angry about something, you are hating someone, you envy something, you are greedy or something like that. So you spend a lot of energy in something that doesn't really nourish your heart, doesn't really help you. And it's just basically a different way of looking at it. So what you can do with the Aura module, so you analyze the balance of the 7 chakras in the information field. And of course, you get an image, which is basically showing you how those chakras basically are balanced. And of course, you can use the deeper analysis then with the information you actually find and send it to the information field to harmonize basically those things, and to hopefully get rid of things you don't need anymore that just drain your energy. So if you basically analyze the chakra energy in the information field, you have then a visual representation, as you see on the right side. And this is basically a very easy way to see immediately, okay, I'm lacking some energy in the root chakra, I'm lacking some energy in your crown chakra. So you get a very, very easy and first impression where to look at, and how basically the client or yourself stands at this point. And now, how do you do that? So how do you start an analysis? You just there's always the intuitive way, because usually our unconsciousness actually guides us, even if we don't know it, or you consciously do an analysis, and that's something that needs a little practice, but is easy to achieve. So what you do usually, you basically focus on those 7 chakras. So you focus on those 7 different energies in your body, and then you think, okay, what is the energy of those chakras right now? And so with this focus, basically you're looking inside yourself, then you start the analysis, and then you get the first basically conclusion. What are the 7 chakras actually energy-wise in the information field? And of course, the bigger the color, the basically higher the energy is. Now in the next step, you do the deeper analysis for the lowest chakra. You can also select more chakras to analyze, but for a starter, it's always good to start with one, not to overwhelm ourselves. And now those databases. So how did they come to place? So first of all, we of course had a specialist that created those initial current states. So what is wrong basically? Then we also had a specialist to see, okay, how is let's say a common way to harmonize those things in the information field in a more general way. And then I and my wife actually over a few years, basically we created out of the negative state, we tried to create the positive state. So you always have the actual state and the desired state. And that desired state is actually what we want to achieve. And you need to know that those databases are really specific. So you have really very, very narrow things for every chakra. So you have 7 chakras times, I don't know how many other entries are there. A lot, I can tell you, because it took years to actually get this thing finished. And of course, every chakra touches a part of your soul. So every entry is a part of your soul, is a part of the whole that we are actually in our complete being. And since I did with this with my wife, it's always like, you know, if you have a partner, usually the partner completes the things that you don't have. So you always search something out there that completes you and makes you whole. Of course, if you are longer with your partner, you know that doesn't, of course, solve everything. So it's not about, my partner knows those things, I know those things, and then we go through life, end of story. He does this, she does that. It doesn't work that way. Basically, what is the goal? The goal is always to learn from your partner the things you cannot do yet in a way that actually is holistic. So you can, of course, do all the things the other person can do, but not in the same way, not in the same perfection. Let's put it like that. And that's what you learn from your partner. And as you can imagine, if you work with someone who's completely different, and so you have one problem and there are 2 solutions that are completely contrary, then most likely one partner would choose the first one and the other would choose the second one. So we basically try to find this positive state together, and that always, not always, sometimes ended up in a quite a small fight, maybe even, since it's really touching a part of your soul and looking at how can you repair this part. How can you make it good? How can you make it in a positive way? And that's what we did. And that's why it also took so long. I mean, we had other things to do. That was a second reason. But we achieved it. And then we basically translated it to every language we have now in the app. And there, so basically before you do that, you have the focus, my aura is strong and stable. And that's basically to make it very easy for everyone. But actually, you of course can, and that's the most important thing, you are focusing mentally on those things. I don't know if you already saw the scientific basis. So there are 7 videos in the academy about how information field technology actually works. And if you look at that, you also understand the main thing that actually is happening when you do an information field analysis is that your intention connects to the Healy, connects to the noise source in there, and modifies it or influences it in a way to get the right information for whatever you're asking for. But what you of course need to know, it's the focus that you have when you do the analysis. So it's not like, okay, I do an analysis and then I have a result, and then I do it again, I have the same result like a measurement. No, it depends on your focus, your intuition, and what's actually going on when you do the analysis. Now, of course, you can focus on my aura strong and stable, or you can also focus on, I want to, as we have this trip that we already have. So when you formulate in positive, focus, you need to always know that it is a future state you already achieved. So that's what you would do. So in our incentive trip case, it would be, I am in this incentive trip, I'm there, I feel amazing, I really enjoy the company. And that's what you also emotionally feel. And you can do that for everything. I always bring the very simple example. I have knee pain. So my focus, usually people say, then my knee is free of pain. And they say, no, that's the completely wrong focus, because you have something negative inside. And that doesn't really work that way. So what would you basically pick? You would pick, okay, my knee is strong and flexible, something like that. So the positive state in the future, and then you already feel how it would be if you achieve this state. So you really emotionally feel it. And then you basically have the neutralizing focus, or the neutralizing say phrase. I want the optimal result for me or for my client. And that's basically in your mind, and you are in a positive mindset and of receiving in gratitude. So you are really grateful that you will have the information to get to whatever state you have in your mind. And this positive mindset and this gratitude actually enables you to reset your system in a way of receiving the best information. Of course, it all sounds very, very, let's say, complicated, but at the end of the day, it's you need a positive focus, and you need to be grateful for what you get. And of course, you want the optimal analysis result. Why the optimal analysis result? Because it's nothing that you force on the analysis, because that actually doesn't work. You cannot say, I want to achieve XYZ exactly like I wanted. Well, that doesn't work. You need to be neutral to receive the information that actually is the right one. So now let's go into a practical example, because theory is always nice, but practical example is, I think, what makes it actually work. So here you have as I told you, the aura analysis picture. So as you see above and below, a lot of things are basically missing, or energy is low. And you can see that crown chakra is low, especially, and the root chakra is low especially. And there's the analysis result of the root chakra, and I did this actually for myself, and it's extortion and control through motherly love when very experienced. And that's actually very true, because my mother was very strict, and she was like very perfectionistic also. She really tried her very best to give everyone something to feel good all the time. So she really tried her very best to do that. But she also was very strict. So the combination basically led to that I'm always very, very perfectionistic. So I was perfectionistic to a point that actually is not healthy anymore. It helped me, of course, to develop Healy and all the things around it. So I looked at every detail, I corrected every text, everything, I constructed all those things. And if you're not perfectionistic, it would have not worked at all. So that's a good thing, but it's always to a certain degree. If you basically don't eat anymore, or don't sleep anymore, or weigh too less and so on, it gets unhealthy. So there I needed some balance to actually be very accurate, but everyone knows to be perfect is impossible. That's why we are humans. So, and let's go a little, that's the second result. So the first topic in the actual entry is the person has experienced, as we already have, and control through motherly love. And this topic should be reflected upon. So that's also what I did. So you actually need to acknowledge this first. So yeah, okay, that's how it is, and you need to see how it actually makes you feel. So if you reflect on that, so what is it? What feelings come into your mind, or what things come into your mind, and what feelings result after that? And then you need to ask yourself, or close your eyes and ask yourself, when actually did this happen? So what was triggering this? Usually it's something in your past, something that happened in your family, something happened in school, something happened in kindergarten, something like that. And usually it's a certain event. And then you again see, okay, how did that make me feel back then? And in this case, it's such an intense topic that also in the description you see that the chakra has the color of a different chakra. So that's a severe thing if even the color actually changed for this chakra. And then you actually look at the desired state, and it shows you basically the path towards the resolution. That's basically what I explained you in the beginning. So to feel the conditional motherly love deep within yourself again, in order to strengthen and stable from the core. So that's what we want. We want to be really strong from the core, and everyone knows if you have the first 2 up to 3 years when you have a newborn, and you treat this newborn with unconditional love for 3 years, this core that you basically are setting for this new human being will never break the whole life, because this core is so strong that they think, okay, I'm unconditionally loved no matter what I do. So I'm right. I'm really perfect as I am, and that's often what people don't feel anymore. They think, okay, I'm not perfect. I don't look perfect. I need to put on makeup. I don't want to go out, and so on. All those things actually block us in our lives. And if you feel unconditionally loved, you think, okay, maybe I'm not perfect, but I'm very good as I am. And that's what you actually want to achieve. And if you find something that actually traumatized you basically in your life, then you need to go back there. And in this case, what I want to achieve, and what makes sense in this thing, is that you feel this deep motherly love, and you go back to this moment and see, okay, what would have been the best scenario in this case? So what would have what should I say in this moment, or what I should have said in this moment? What should my mother have said in this moment? And then you rewrite this moment. You basically understand the reasons for the person that basically traumatized you do not matter anymore. It's about how should it have been now. And you don't go back there and stand there as the child back then. So that couldn't change anything, because we are dependent on our parents or on elderly people. Now you go back as the master of your life, which you are. So we are masters and creators of our life. So our intention, our focus creates everything around us and enables us to do everything we actually strive for. And you go back in this role and rewrite what it should have been. And basically try, or not try, actually heal this wound that you have there, and stop energy flowing in this blockage. And that's what usually happens. As from my case, if I'm so perfectionist, I spend a lot of energy to get everything perfect, but 80%, or let's say 40% of this energy I could use differently and would have the same result. And that's what we need to actually understand, that all those things no matter how painful they are, and they are usually painful. So that's not like, yeah, I think there was something, I go back there, I repair it, no problem. It's like, okay, I go back there. It's very, really, really painful, but it's only painful for a moment, and it's worth it. So you visualize this thing changing in a positive way, and you really see every step happen in front of your inner eye, and you actually allow yourself to feel it, also to feel the pain that is initially there, but then to feel the beautiful transformation of this pain in this new situation you're creating. And then you allow those positive feelings to actually emerge through your whole body. And just take your time to really inform your emotional body, every cell in your body, with this new positive way that you found in yourself. Some practical advice. So what always helps a great deal is to free yourself from the concept of guilt during such visualizations, and of course also in general, because as we all know or experience, let's put it like that, something happens, someone hurts us for whatever reason. Maybe this person didn't want to hurt us, but it happened. And then you think, okay, this guy is guilty of hurting me, or this person. And that actually is not true, because this person did whatever the person did because it thought that's the best way to go forward to basically achieve something that this person wanted to achieve. There are most likely a trillion different ways to do it, but that is the way that it happened. And why did this person choose this way? Because he or she, the person, didn't know better. And that's human. That's very, very human. I mean, we don't know the perfect solution. That's why we go through life and make errors, but we stand up again and do it the next time better. And also, it's with those things that basically blocked you. You know something happened. You know it's painful. You change it, and then you use the energy to actually achieve the best things in your life and be the best version of yourself. So you really need to understand that everyone has reasons for their actions. And then the most important thing is for the good actions and for the bad. So if you decline the bad ones and say, okay, that's his fault, that's I don't know if I don't care if he's human or not, that she or whoever should have done this in a different way. But you could also argue that for all the good things that happened out there. So yeah, it was good, but yeah, okay, it was an accident, so that it was good. It could have also happened in a bad way. So that leads nowhere. So really, we need to accept that this guilt that we also know from many religions that basically tell you, yeah, you're guilty, and you need to do good. I mean, why originally is this in there? It's in those religions because someone said, do good. It's not you're guilty and do good. It's like do good. And that's what actually is the message behind it. So this guilt thing is most likely created by someone who wanted to suppress or control people. And yeah, let's just get rid of it in our lives. And of course, in the target description, as we already have, the correct color of the root chakra is usually described. And of course, the positive affirmation that is also used for harmonization in the information field, so for vibrating this information. And only the positive, so the desired state or desired state description, are then also sent. The actual state is not then sent, and you will also see that if you basically go to the vibration menu, this just vanishes. And that's because it's also not sent, because we want to concentrate on the positive and also send the positive in the information feed. So since we are there, vibrating in the information feed. So if you do an analysis very freshly, try to go find your entry like I did, and then after you're basically through your visualization or through your process of actually understanding what this thing is meaning or what meaning this entry has for your life and what change it can bring, then just vibrate it at least for 1 minute, just to send the positive information to strengthen the things that you already started to change when you started reading it, started thinking about those things. And use, of course, what you have been feeling, so to actually enhance this vibration, because that's also, if you watch those videos about how information field technology actually works, it's the feeling that you attach to something that actually makes it much stronger and that makes it work at the end of the day. Yeah, and what someone very, very smart or very, very gifted told me, and she was the creator of time-ever databases, and she created a whole bunch of very powerful databases, because databases are powerful when you have a person that actually knows in detail what it's about, and creates basically this field also about this, around this database. So the content, the essence that's in those databases makes the big difference. And she created a hell lot of those. And she told me once, yeah, bless everything. So I don't know if you experienced it. I think everyone did. So you have a situation, you think, okay, it's terrible. I don't know how to go on. It's really, yeah, I'm really down. And then she said, okay, when something like that happened, just bless this thing, bless the situation, bless whatever happened. And then put yourself mentally and emotionally above the events that actually took place. You will realize this gives you actually the distance of the negative event to actually understand that for one, it's just a small event that actually is not that severe as you might think compared to your whole life. And it puts you in a completely different mental and emotional state. So try it, it really works. And of course, all those things that happened in your life, that the negative and the positive, that actually, those things made you the wonderful person that you are today. So don't waste your time with regretting something. Don't waste your time with thinking other people are guilty, other people hurt you, and so on. Don't waste your time with that. Be grateful what happened, because whatever happened taught you a lot of things that you wouldn't know without it, and made you to this person that you are now. And use all this knowledge to follow your inner path, to follow your inner energy that actually guides you in the right direction. Yeah, and last but not least, more entries. So as you know, you can do the information field analysis for 1 chakra, for 2 chakras, even more. But what should you do with those entries? Should you read through every entry in detail and do a visualization? Yes and no. So usually your intuition will tell you very, very clearly how much you can actually digest of those things. So you look at those entries, you read through them, you pick the one that actually resonates the most, you work on it, you really go through it, and then you read the next one. And if you think, okay, that's enough for today, leave it. Just send it to the information feed, do the vibration for a week, for 2. There's a really good video on how you should vibrate in the coaching module. So use the coaching course maybe and look through it, through all the videos in the academy. So, because it's not about how many you do. It's not about, okay, I did 20 entries and now I achieved something. No, it's about the quality of the feeling when you work with those entries, when you try to dissolve all old patterns, when you actually changing the energy flow in your body. So the energy flows to positive things away from the negative things. And that's actually the most important thing. If you just do it mechanically, it will not have any effect. So you really need to feel it. You need to trust your emotions. And actually, then you will feel the change. And yeah, then I can only wish you the best of luck on your way to inner peace and inner strength. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you so much for this presentation and this session. Powerful information comes from the heart. We've got very, very good feedback, and we always appreciate you being here because the way that you explain everything is so clear, so calm from your heart. So thank you, Martin, tonight for you, and we hope next time. We really are blessed to have you on WhatsApp. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Seems like I don't know, Carla, at least on my end, you were breaking up a bit. Not sure on your connection, but with that again, Martin, from my heart, what you said about, I think resonated a lot. Do good, focus on the positive feelings and focus on that intention when you run these programs. And like you said, wishing them the best on this journey, because with Healy, we can impact so many people. And I saw all the hearts. And I think another thing that really resonated with me, and I don't know others, is rewrite those moments. When you go back, maybe as you might have some blockages from, again, parents or spouse or partners or, previous experiences. And also in business, you might have some blockages from previous, and it's about letting them go and let that positive energy flow through you as you are giving that intention. And in this pivotal moment, New Year 2024, I'm sure all of you want to not only give that gift to yourself, to your family, your loved ones, but also to other people. So thank you, Martin. This was very powerful to me. And of course, it's about how you optimize this device and give that all intention in it. So thank you. I hope it was as powerful to everybody else as it was for me in this moment. Carla, if you want to say anything else, Martin, or on the chat. I see a lot of thank yous, of course.
Yeah, maybe one last thing. I mean, I need to thank everyone that actually uses the module for others, because of course I love if someone uses it for themselves, because that actually changes everything around you, but also for others, because that actually makes a big difference, I think, in our environment. I'm also doing that from time to time, and yeah, the feedback you get and the change you see, that really makes it worth a while.
Absolutely. So again, I think the positive feel and allowing that transformation of whether, getting into that moment, it can be painful, but again, in order to move on, we need to, again, address that and then look at what is ahead of us, right? So always that positive, I think, and especially at Healy, we always say, do good, do what's best, and share. this gift that we have in our beautiful hands and our life that has been brought to most of us because of intention, because of energy, because of what we believe in and our passions to move it on to others and complete that, I guess, chain reaction or how you want to call it. But thank you, Martin. And let's keep that energy flowing for everything we have to achieve, whether it's personal, whether it's business, and make the best out of all of this. Thank you so much. Carla, you were breaking up before. I don't know if maybe your connection is a bit better.
I think it's now better. Let me know if you can hear me clear.
Yes, better. Okay.
So hello, everyone. We're a little bit past the hours, but it's important just to remind you, since Adriana and Peter just goes through the magnificent trips we have ahead of us. So let's go quickly through what we have for January, for the rest of January in terms of promotions that we have. So Adriana, if you can help me. Okay, so it started on Monday and goes through this Friday. It's the ProPack promotion. So save 30% on Healy Professional and get a MagHealy Professional Edition for free. So it's one of those great opportunities. You can see the different prices for the US, Mexico, and Canada. So we still have the rest of today, Thursday, and Friday, remember, by the usual cutoff time on the app. So make sure that if you haven't reached out to potential customers, you let them know that it's going on. Make sure that you go to your back office and read the terms and conditions and the bonuses and QPs that we provide. Next, Adrian.
Sorry, Carla, give me a second. I don't know where.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, you have to unshare and then share.
Yeah.
That happens.
Sorry. You see it now?
I still see the terms and conditions.
Yes. Okay. You see, right.
Okay, so we go to the New Year, New Goals promotion. So this promotion started on January 2nd and ends on the 31st, and it's our bundles, Resonance with the coil for free, a Resonance Plus with the coil for free, but also the Soul Cycle and the Professional Edition with the coil, the Soul Cycle, and also the Natural Cycle. So Adriana mentioned last week, and something really important, as of the 1st of February, this discount will go down to 30%. So take advantage of these last few days of 35% on our 3 bundles, because as of February 1st, these bundles, the different configuration that we may have, will go down to 30%. So make sure that you are able to communicate this, and you don't want to miss these last few days at 35%. Again, you can check our terms and conditions in your back office. And then also still till January 31st, 40% off MagHealy Professional with its bundle with the Meridian model, also with 40% off. So make sure that if you were thinking about getting the MagHealy Professional, this is a great opportunity to get both the MagHealy Professional and the Meridian module at a bundle with 40% off. Terms and conditions in your back office. And then we have the New Horizons promotion, and this is the incentive part for our members and leaders. And it's the first time, or at least the first time since I started here, that we have this incentive for everyone. MagHealy, you have been asking for. So maybe again, it froze, Adriana. Okay, we have it here. So by referring two new members until the 31st of January, you can earn a MagHealy Classic for free, of course, with an edition of Healy Resonance and higher. If you refer 3 new members with a Resonance edition or higher, you will be able to receive a MagHealy Classic with the Meridian module. But if you refer 4, then that MagHealy turns into the Professional edition with the Meridian module for free. So this is a great opportunity. This is a member incentive that you had been really asking for. You wanted for us to offer MagHealy. So this is a great chance for you to take advantage. And for those of you that don't have your MagHealy yet, this is a great way to earn it for free. Terms and conditions in your back office. And just as usual, we have the promotions at a glance. These are exclusive for the Americas. So the ProPack promotion, the bundles are 40% off on the MagHealy with a Meridian model, and of course, this incentive for members that we just shared with you. Of course, you have these flyers. They are available in your back office. They're also available on the Facebook Healy World Americas group. You can download them from there, and we try to summarize everything that we have here for the US, for Canada, and also for Mexico. So they're available on back office, but also in the Facebook group. Remember that for Mexico, we have up to 12 meses sin intereses. Remember, January 31st at 6:59 p.m. Eastern Time is the closing of the month. That means 5:59 for Mexico Central Time. And remember this, because of the time change, make sure that by 6:59 you have your orders. Back to you, Adriana.
Gracias, Carla. Thank you so much. Again, we'll wrap up with all of these amazing promotions. We have TikTok, everybody, for the flash promotion. It's incredible. And not only that, for also the incentive. So with that, we have the rest of our calendar this month. Make sure you go to HealyAmericasEvents.com. If you haven't done so, you can take a screenshot of this or even scan the QR code and go on there. It is live, being edited if anything changes, but on there you would see everything that we have going on this month. So with that, we usually start with our head of operations for Healy Americas, Jake Barron, but he has some great news on what's coming up this week on the calendar.
Yes, thank you, Adriana. So, I mean, this has been an amazing What's Up Wednesday. I know it's been a little bit longer than normal, but amazing training, amazing information, anything from the VIP retreat to this awesome training on the Aura module, the amazing promos, some of the best promos we've ever had, the best opportunities we've ever had to earn a MagHealy. But yeah, this week, tomorrow actually, we are going to have a very special Healy for Beginners and Beyond. I like to think that every Healy for Beginners and Beyond are very special, but to kick off the new year, we're going to kind of go back to the basics here. It's been a while, you know, we've kind of it's Healy for beginners and beyond. We've kind of been venturing into the beyond realm a lot recently, but we're going to go back to the basics and kind of just an overview of some of the key resources. A lot of things have changed since we last did one, where it's mainly on how to get started with Healy. We have so many new resources, so many areas where you can get support. So we're going to kind of review all that stuff and go over some of the key questions. Of course, the biggest question we always get, what's the difference between using the electrodes versus the coil versus vibrating those frequencies into the information field? Ken, I see you on the call here. So yeah, Ken and I will be hosting that call tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Scan that QR code to register for the meeting if you are not already. And there will be translation into Spanish tomorrow as well. So we're going to have a big group on the call. We're going to be able to answer a lot of questions. And this will be a great resource for anyone new that's recently joined, or anyone that joins new in the next couple of months. You'll be able to point them back to this as a great place to go for a really comprehensive onboarding of the key information that they need to know to have a great experience right from the beginning with their Healy device. So hope we can see all of you on our call tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And if not, for some reason you can't make it live, of course, we'll make that recording available on our YouTube channel at HealyAmericas.com.
Thank you, Jake. And knowing that to everybody that all the also shareables like you see on the screen, both in English and in Spanish, are available for all of you to forward and post on your social media as well, because it will be an amazing call. They are all great, Jake. No, only one of them, every single one. And thanks to Ken to always be there as well. So again, that's an exciting part of our calendar for the rest of our month. We also have our next Frequencies and Friends on February 1st, but again, the month is not over. Jake, do you want to join me on this, on reiterating the fact that it is the last month with 35% discount bundles and the incredible flash sale that we have? So
yeah, I mean, this newest promo, the one that launched on Monday, it kind of snuck in there. But this isn't just a regular, okay, here's another promo. This is a Black Friday level type sale here. It's huge. This is the best opportunity to come in with a Healy professional and a MagHealy professional at this price. So, this is not something to overlook. Don't get this opportunity very often. And hopefully anyone that's been sort of on the fence, this is the time for sure to come in with that Pro plus ProPack. Perfect way to get started with Healy.
It's an incredible offer, and it's a best way to kickstart the year, to get everybody into their new, into their new goals, into their new maybe or existing health and wellness goals as well. So given everything that Martin just shared with us, how to flow into the positivity, to what better way to take advantage of this flash sale and 35% last offer to be able to go out there and share again the Healy with everybody. So incredible. So again, I am talking February, but January is definitely not over. So join us on Beginners and Beyond. Also in February, we have not only our Frequencies and Friends, but we also have our next Momentum Monday with Shannon Rheault on February 5th. And that is about overcoming obstacles, boulders, and boosters. I mean, again, speak about synergy on how we are connecting topics and our energy. some of her webinars. If you've missed them, they are available on our YouTube channel. These are some of the topics that we've covered and the ones that we are covering in the next couple of months. So with that, I thank you all for being patient during this call, but again, ton of information, incredible information. Thank you to Jake, to Carla, and as well to Peter and Martin, of course, for being able to support here today and for all of our translators. So thank you, and we can't wait to see you next week. Take care.